Hey guys, welcome back to whatever we call it. What are we calling this thing? That's a question. Hello? Am I alone?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Anybody? Yes. So what is this thing we're doing?
Looks like a Let's Play to me.
Oh, yeah. It looks... Nope! Okay, that's what it is.
Okay, at least they don't. At least the spikes don't kill you while you're flashing in this game. That's something I had to put up with.
Yep, I saw that. So this is Rez and What the Fanu. We're doing a Let's Play of Megaman X because it's fun, and this is where we are. And we were just talking about Quest 64 because that game is terrible!
Okay, to be fair... Sorry.
To be a fair cough, yes.
My
I agree with your terms.
Throat's not agreeing with me right now. Even it doesn't want to talk about the game. But yeah... I guarantee you, whenever you see somebody talking shit about the game, they're playing a balanced character, which is not a good idea, and any RPG gamer will tell you that. If you try to be a jack of all trades, you'll always be a master of none. Your spells are going to be really weak if you try to play a balanced character, so even when I was a kid, I realized this. You either... Basically, the two elements you always want, no matter what, are water and earth. So you have a choice in this game. Let's talk strategy about a game we're not even playing right now.
Yes, because that's a thing.
Basically, you have a choice between fire and wind. And it's kind of a dichotomy, too. If you play a wind character, you'll start off really slow, but near the end of the game, you'll just be wrecking everything.
So this is where you get the Hadouken. Not to interrupt, but yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So you're saying wrecking everything? Because Quest 64 is interesting. Go on.
Yeah. You mocking me?
No! I'm just playing Mega Man.
Basically, the point I'm trying to get to is I wanted to do an episode of RTGs where I was trying to disprove the common thoughts about Quest 64, how it sucks because it's slow and it's boring and everybody just... The reason everybody thinks those things is because they just don't understand how to play it. Because I noticed that a lot. Same thing with Home Alone on the NES or the Game Boy. Game Boy port is what I owned as a kid. A lot of people just don't understand what you're supposed to do. And once you do, it's actually a really fun game. I got about an hour into Quest 64 before I realized I was getting really fucking bored.
Yes. Absolutely.
I was powerful, but I was basically doing the same thing over and over. So that's one of the few instances of an episode that just kind of crashed and burned before it even started.
Yeah. That's,
I got to the... Oh, geez. It was right before the water cave, and I was like, I can't play this anymore.
Yeah, I got out of the chapel, and I was done. Me and my brother picked up that game when I was really young, and the funnest part of that game was just walking up to things, hitting the button, and having me do the little... Like, just how he, like, freaks out when he clicks on something that he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
And that was it. Scusi. But yeah. So enough about Quest 64, because... Quest 64. I actually, speaking of Quest 64, even though we're done talking about Quest 64,
Go on.
A lot of I'm a Nintendo fanboy. That happened. I'm not a huge fan of what they're doing now, but I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I love N64 like you wouldn't believe. And a lot of people who tell me like, oh, you should have got a PS1, you should have played Metal Gear Solid, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, their big argument is...
Mario 64.
Yeah, totally. You get me. Yay. But their big argument is... I don't know what their big argument is. So... Exit stage right. So their big argument was about, like, it doesn't have any RPGs. And I'm like...
That's kind of a valid argument.
Yeah, but Big Shrug don't care. Like, I mean, I know I have my
It's
roommate.
kind of a child thing. Like,
yeah.
You'll notice this. Not a lot of people are into RPGs when they're really young. It's kind of once you start getting older to like the preteen, teen days.
Yeah.
Then you almost develop an affinity for them, and you're like, this is the only kind of game I will play.
Yeah. My roommate is an avid RPG person, and he grew up like all JRPGs. Oh, nope.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It is my favorite genre.
Did
I'll
you
be
see
totally
that
honest
shit?
with you. Platformer's a close second.
Yes, but I think we're ignoring the important fact here that I almost died. Oh my god! I don't know if you saw.
I'm sorry. Are we playing a game?
No, apparently not. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, my roommate, avid JRPG-er, loves them to pieces, and his big thing about like what he loves about and what makes him come back is he has dumped 40 to 50 hours in it, and he's like only so far. I almost died again. And then like he's done with the game, he finished it, he loves the story, but he'll go back and he'll play the game again to like, okay, what's a different kind of build and stuff. And I'm like, that's awesome. I played World of Warcraft for a good chunk of my life. I completely understand that, but he says like if it's an adventure game like God of War or Banjo-Kazooie or whatever, he's like, it's done. You can't do anything different when you go back and do it. And I'm like, no.
No, there are different ways you can play it.
Yeah, but like even if I'm playing, say, Banjo-Kazooie the exact same way over and over again, it does not lose its charm for me. But that's just me, and that's just him, and he kissed my face.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a drag in the sea.
I don't want that on my face. Run, you fools!
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get past the giant spikes, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, you're a cool guy. I love you for your personality, but
look at that.
We should just be friends. Oh man.
Oh my god.
And that's why he looks so angry.
Dude, Fnu, you know how like you stare at something long enough, and it doesn't matter how long you stared at it, you never notice something?
Uh-huh.
I just noticed something. See
Yes?
that big glowing blue thing in its forehead?
Yeah?
I always thought that was its eye, but it's not. Its eye is just below that to the left. And now it looks menacing instead of adorable. That's...
Oh, yeah, I see it from your perspective now, yeah.
Now I gotta kill it. There's no other solution.
All
Just
these
kill it.
years, and you come back and notice something new.
Yeah. That's the glory of video games, kids.
Yeah. And that's something you think about when you're a designer. Like,
Yes.
I've mentioned I'm working on a game of my own before.
Yes.
But that's something you dream of doing, is creating this kind of experience. Just putting in that level of detail where people can just interpret what they want from it, and years later they go back and they find something totally new.
Yep.
And it's going back to what you were mentioning about Banjo-Kazooie a little earlier, is just there's always something there. There's something that always keeps you coming back.
Yeah. Pay attention to the finer things in life. Stop and smell the roses.
Yeah, exactly.
Punch it in the face. All the above. Oh, man. Damn it, I was going to say something. I forgot. And I'm just fascinated by this thing's eye that we just discovered. No. I did it. Wow, that one died a lot faster. I always wondered how this one, like, it did make sense to me that this one comes up from underneath, but we just went underneath and killed him already? Question mark, ampersand, exclamation
No,
points? No,
they're brothers.
Okay, I'm good.
Wow, that was straight out of Mario. That was some Big Bertha nonsense right there.
That happened.
Except at least it didn't kill you instantly.
Yeah. Yeah. The first time I saw that when I was playing this game, I'm like, oh, he's sucking me in, no big deal, he's just gonna hurt me. And then he wraps himself around me, and I'm like, what is going on in there? Oh, this is the coolest thing. You, down. He's mocking me. He wants my face. I will shoot orbs in his general direction to hurt him, sort of, I guess. It's mildly irritating.
You know, I mentioned this, orbs versus an octopus. I mentioned this in my Mega Man 1. It's like, at least in the original game, the weaknesses made something resembling sense.
Yeah, this one, nope.
Like
Orbs,
bombs
octopus.
versus the construction robot. One of them builds things, the other breaks them.
Oh, I never got that. Yeah, I just, like I said with Mega Man, I never put any thought into it ever. It was always pick up controller, go smash, go boom.
It doesn't require a lot of thought, and that's the beautiful part. You can just sit down and play it.
Yep.
Which I can totally appreciate, but at the same time, I think that's why you get more of a taste for RPGs when you get older, because your mind gets more developed. You start wanting, I don't know, a little more to chew on.
Substance.